Welcome to Relics Radio, your favorite weekly podcast dedicated to the metal detecting and treasure hunting community. Here are your hosts, Ken from Adventures in Dirt and Tony from 5280 Adventures.
Well, cheers, guys. Another Wednesday night and another Relics Radio podcast. I know I'm not the normal face you guys are used to of bringing you into Relics Radio. Ken is having some technical issues. He's going to be on here in a momentarily. So you get to deal with me for a second. But my name's Tony, and I am the proud participant of a YouTube channel called 5280 Adventures. And we have Relics Radio on here. So Relics Radio is a kind of a weekly podcast that we do. We talk about metal detecting, treasure hunting, relic hunting, all those kind of different things. And we have guests, conversations, and we love having our live chat with us every single week. So if you guys are watching this for the first time or watching it on replay, please think about joining us on Wednesday nights on 5280 Adventures or Adventures in Dirt, and join us for Relics Radio. Love to see you in the live chat. We're waiting for Ken to come in. We'll talk about a couple different things. One of the things I do want to talk about is I did see, and this is going to make a lot of people happy since this is a metal detecting show, Nokta has started shipping out the Legend 2 metal detector out to the dealers and things like that. So if you guys were one of the lucky few that got on pre-orders, or if you're looking to just kind of buy it after the fact, those metal detectors are shipping now and should be in the hands of some of the dealers here pretty soon. In fact, I think I did see a couple of videos that just came out today where people already have it in their hands. So it's going to be out there soon. I can't wait to see all the videos. If you guys are one of the lucky people that get them early enough, you guys are out using it, finding some good stuff, shoot us over an email. Find me on social media, send me a message. I'd love to see what you guys are finding with that. Tell me your experiences with it. And just would love to interact with you about that. So let's jump over to the live chat, see who we have in the live chat. And then once we get through that, we're going to bring our guest on. If you guys are joining me right now, stay with us because we've got an incredible guest coming up with, I don't think an hour and a half is going to be able to do him justice. I've got a whole file of pictures that we're going to share tonight of finds over the last 50 years of metal detecting. 50 years of metal detecting, guys. So stay tuned with that. Let's jump over to live chat. I did see that Mr. Bill Hayes, a staple every single week with us over on Relics Radio, was first in the chat. Says, hi, y'all. I see Mr. Lurker Troy joining us. Mr. Tim Illdigger, happy Thursday Eve, all of you dirty money lovers. That's right. How about Dirt Digging Historian? Hello, fellow historians. Good to see you on here. Thanks for joining us. E-Tector, what's up, treasure hunters? Diggin' Connect. No, Diggin', I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome. Thanks for coming on here. Teresa the treasure hunter says, hey. Teresa's always with us. Love having you with us, Teresa. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Bob Rose, I do believe, if I've got my notes over here, I'm pretty sure Bob Rose won a giveaway last week. We were doing a couple giveaways with our last guest that we had on, Brass Medic. If you guys didn't see that episode, we talked a lot about the Mind Lab Gold Monster 2000. So if Brass Medic or the Gold Monster 2000 interests you, go back and watch that episode. It was fantastic. Some incredible information, and a really good guy, really good guest. And we were happy to have him on last week. So, but Bob won a giveaway, and thanks for coming on with us, Bob. Appreciate it here. Let me see who else we have. Robert in Nebraska. Howdy, lurking tonight at the Taxman desk. Nobody wants to be at the Taxman desk. That's for sure. Buried Treasure 116. Welcome on. Mr. Scott Ellis joining us says good evening. The Relic Jedi. Howdy doody all. Mr. Relic Jedi on. Thanks for coming on. And I've got we got a good one. There he is.
Oh, what time is it?
Did we wake you?
Yeah, man. I was taking a nap. What time is it?
Man.
Shoot, man. Russian.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man. I forgot I had a webcam up in my work bag, so that'll work.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. Sorry,
Good.
man. Sorry I'm late.
No, that's fine. Just going through the live chat. I'm glad you got it taken care of because there was no way I was going to be able to carry the show.
Well, I'm glad I made it too. I've been looking forward to talking with Jerry.
Well, here's the thing though. I missed the intro. Normally you bring me in.
Yeah.
So
Oh man.
Welcome, DK from Adventures in Dirt, Mr. Ken Flicks.
Hey man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Crazy.
Appreciate you coming on. How have you been, man?
Good. I've been good. Yeah. Taking care of business. Things are real busy at work and just kind of taking care of all that kind of stuff. Haven't really been out much. Hurt my knee, did something to my knee. So
I know.
Getting ready for an MRI next week. And
okay.
Until I figure out what's going on, maybe a torn meniscus or something, I'm going to probably stay out of the dirt for a little bit. But man, I'm itching to get back. Last time I was out, I had that HF2 coil out there. Had that little tiny gold nugget test card I was going to use. And I did. I shot some video about that on the different coils and different frequencies, different programs. And it came out great. But I just need some more footage to go along with it. Some things I didn't get done that I wanted to get done, so.
Are you going to have that up on Adventures in Dirt when you get that finalized and stuff?
Sure will, yeah. Up on all my social media, we'll get that one. I'll probably tag XP in it. And they said they were real interested in seeing what I could make of that with that little tiny gold nugget. So,
sweet. Yeah, I know that you've been in pain because you've been still detecting. I mean, it's not going to deter you too much from detecting, but the positions that you get in to dig and to use the pinpointer, and it's kind of a spread eagle, not necessarily. I mean, you'd be surprised the split that Ken can get into without having to bend his knee.
It's too much information there, but you should just see me right now trying to get under this desk to plug in and unplug cords and try and get with my bum knee. It was quite the sight. Should have got it on video.
Yeah, you need to get that taken care of and get back out. Actually, I was talking with Jerry earlier, and we're going to talk about it. But he's been to England more than you and I times two, times three, and he's itching to get back. So we're going to have to get you healed up, and then we're going to get back out to England. I think maybe we'll go out with Jerry. So. That'd
be awesome. Yeah, I'd love to hear like where he stayed, what
and we're going to talk
and all
about
that.
It.
Yeah, good.
Yep, we're going to definitely talk about it. Let's see. Let's jump back over to the live chat here and talk about near here to the end. Real quick here. I wanted to point out Mr. North Shore Relic. James, he's in the live chat with us. Says hi,
all. James.
I did receive a really nice letter from James this week, and I wanted to make sure that I let him know that Relics Radio, Ken and I both appreciate the communication and what you all sent for us and things like that. So wanted to specifically say it live here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you a ton. And he's you know what he said? He's been going back and listening to all of the Relics Radio episodes, catching up and things like that. So
that's a long way back, man.
Yeah. How long has it been on now? How many years?
9 years, 97. Well, 2017. So 9 years. Yeah.
9 years. So
a lot of shows.
A lot of shows to catch up on. But James, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you a ton for supporting the channel and joining us every week. So
cool.
You know what? We've got a lot to talk about with our guest tonight. So let's just jump over there right now and bring a Jerry on. All right.
All right. Good. Sounds good.
Proud to introduce Mr. Jerry Bates joining us from Boston.
Cold, snowy Boston.
Cold, snowy Boston.
Yeah.
Next week, I head out to Wisconsin to go visit some grandkids. And I told my wife, why are we going to Wisconsin in February?
It's beautiful this time of year. Come on.
Yeah. So what kind of weather do you have right now, Jerry, over there? Are you like below zero, or are you doing better now?
21 degrees out. The snow melted a little bit. We had 2 feet of snow last week that's just not going anywhere because it's been so cold. But too deep to do any detecting. So research
The
time,
worst
right?
kind of snow.
Does your ground get real frozen hard?
Not too bad. In the fields it does, but in the woods the leaves cover it, and then you can dig in the woods. You can get a good spot in the woods.
You hear that, Tony?
But the ticks now,
I know.
it's just not even worth going in the woods sometimes anymore. It's pulling the ticks off you. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. We get pretty. Our ground turns to concrete pretty much in the fields and all around. I think if we can get some real loamy soil somewhere, sometimes we get a little relief from that. But definitely up in the mountains, the mining camps and stuff here. Tony and I are both in Colorado. Underneath those trees with all the pine needle fall and all that. Really nice digging up there, even in the wintertime. But
it's a nice blanket. It keeps it nice and
which is strange because you get up in higher elevation. You're up at 11,000 feet. You think with the cold temperatures and stuff, everything would be like 6 feet frozen. But it's actually easier to dig sometimes up in the mountains than it is, like you said, out in the fields down here that freeze over with any sort of moisture and low temperatures.
Just exposed to the elements. There's no cover for them.
Exactly.
With a chisel and a hammer trying to dig something up.
Well, we've done that too.
We've done that, believe me.
I've done it.
We've all done it.
But I've done it.
I think when Tony got his Manticore for the very first time, it may have been your first time out. I can't recall. I know it was first time out with the Legend for me. And we were out in the winter time, but we got a killer permission on a stagecoach stop. And for here in Colorado, that's a really good permission, So we were out there and we're hearing these targets, and I it's taking 15 minutes to try to get down, chipping away at the dirt to try to get to the target. And then you're like, oh, it's a nail.
And then it's a pull tab.
Yeah. It makes you second guess your life, but you're like, it sounded. I mean, what was I gonna do? Pass it up? I mean, I had to dig it, right?
Yeah. You were there to learn your machine.
You got to do more cherry picking than the ice,
Give us a little bit of information about you. Kind of your digging history, where you're kind of at, and specific GPS coordinates for all of your good finds.
So okay. I got a map I read out and I got everything documented.
Perfect. We'll show that later.
I'll share the link. You'll be all set. Okay. And I'm doing tours too, so you can contact me the link below, and I'll bring you right out to the fields. No problem.
All right, let's do that. Shoot.
How long you been detecting, Jerry?
Well, I've been detecting since I was 12. I'm 61, so that's almost 50 years, and I still don't know where the time went. I'm like, are you kidding me? So, but I've been doing it a long time, and it's something that I just gravitated to when I was a kid and never stopped doing it. Just kind of, that's what I do.
Have you always been in Boston, or when you got the bug, were you somewhere else?
No, I grew up in South, like pretty much where, but right now I'm in a town called Lakeville, which is about half an hour south of Boston. I grew up in Easton, which is only about 20 minutes away. So in the general area, it's right near Plymouth on the coast near Rhode Island. It's perfect place to put for detecting. There's so much history here. It's great. So it kind of just fell into it. And when, driving around on your bike when you're a kid and watching all the development, and they're digging up the ground and they're pulling up bottles and they're finding bottle dumps, and you're going in and playing and pick, you just get addicted to it. It's just like, wow, what's this? And that's kind of how it happened for me. It was just kind of
really a real natural evolution into it. Like you didn't have parents pushing you into it or buddies dragging you along or anything like that?
Well, you know what happened? My mom, I brought some bottles home, and my mom's like, oh, where'd you get these? Show me. And she was like really interested. And she started digging with me. And then her brother came and brought a metal detector. And I was like, what's that? A metal detector? I want to try that. And that was it for me after that.
Oh my gosh.
I was digging up everything,
Well, it's funny you were talking about being 12 and things like that. When we were talking beforehand, I've got a couple of pictures of some things, and I asked you about it, and you're like, oh yeah, I found that when I was 12 and this kind of thing. So I'm going to bring up a couple of pictures, and we can tell. I would love for you to tell that story that you told me off camera here.
About the boot pistol?
Yep, I'm working on that one exactly. Go ahead and start. Go ahead and
about that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I think I was like 9 years old, and in Easton they were dredging they were dredging the pond in the town. So we drove our bikes by it, and there was mounds of dirt and no water. We're like, wow. So we jumped down and started climbing in all the dirt, picking up all the bottles and smashing them with rocks. And they were probably old antique bottles at the time, but I didn't know better. Kicking myself now, but that was sticking out of the dirt. Picked that up, put it in my pocket. There was didn't even really know what it was. I thought it was a gun. It's this is cool. It's a gun. And
Right.
And then I found a pipe that you have a picture of that pipe that was hand carved with a date of 1813 on it. And then I started getting really interested. I was like, oh boy, look at this stuff. And I've just had it with me ever since. And I had some people look at it and they said it was pretty valuable. And I've kind of kept them forever. But if you look at that pipe, there's a deer.
Oh my gosh. Is that a bull or a deer?
It's a deer, and there's a castle in the background, and the deer is like running in front of it. So the other side of it, you can see the castle, and you can see the back
castle
of the deer.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man! Look at that thing.
Then there's got
here's the last.
There's the deer, and there's another picture. Does it say 1813? Can you see that?
Yeah, right here at the bottom, 1813.
What?
Right at the bottom here.
And I was like, wow, this thing's badass. So I still got that.
And when did you find that again?
I was 12.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't really know what I had. I just kind of stumbled on it again. I wasn't looking for it. It found me. This hobby's found me, and I just got hooked, and I've just always done it, and it's.
Well, what you were saying, I mean, you guys were out on this dirt field, but you didn't even have a metal detector.
No,
these were all eyeball finds.
we were trying to find bottles to break.
Okay, there you go.
That's what you did for fun back then. We didn't have the internet, video games. You had to make do with your time.
That's so cool, man. Look at that thing.
Hey, Scotty Coppers asked, what is it made of? What is that pipe made of? Do you know?
It's a good question. I'm not 100% sure what it's made of. It doesn't seem like it's wood, but it seems like it's. I mean, what did they make in 1813? I never really researched it enough to know exactly what it was made out of, or even where it was made. It looks like it might have been made in London or something.
Is it cast? Is it heavy?
It's not very heavy. It could be cast. I'm not really sure. And it is a little bit pitted on the edges here and there, so I don't think it's wood, but it's really and it had to be durable with the heat. It could have been some kind of a clay or something. I'm not really sure.
Incredible.
Pretty neat though. So that was.
These are just a few of the pictures that Jerry sent over to me. So if you guys like right away what we're looking at, stay tuned. We've got a lot more.
50 years of detecting, man. I know we got a lot to talk about. We're probably not going to cover it all tonight, but
the first few years was just majorly pennies and nickels and dimes and pull tabs and maybe a large cent here and there, and I didn't even know what they were. But it got better the older I got, and the more I started realizing, if I want to find old stuff, I got to find the old places, do the research. But
Tony, can you zoom into that chip on the bottom?
Yeah.
Are you able to zoom in on that chip?
Yeah, it's like
giving us
pitted.
Okay.
It could be a clay, but it was thick. It's not thin. If it's a clay, it's very thick.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just so amazing.
Wait,
finds like that are just
piece of it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's the bottom. Look at that.
Yeah, 1817, not 13. That's right.
Oh, 1817. Yeah. Yeah. The live chat's given us some great. One says clay, one says bone or antler.
It could be. Maybe it is bone.
Actually, Scotty Coppers has a great idea. Mammoth tusk.
Yeah.
I would lean on it being bone. I think it feels more like bone. To say that. Yeah.
Bone or antler. Yeah, bone.
Yeah.
But look at just the intricate. The carving. It's so personal. Somebody worked on that.
Yeah, and that's how I found it. Just like that. I never even had to clean it.
Oh my gosh.
It was sitting on the top of the dried up little bowl of little area where they didn't dig. It was just like sitting there.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Man, Larry wants to know if it still works.
It does. I haven't tried it lately.
There you go.
That's funny.
Yeah, I love finds like that, man. It's so unique. It's like anytime you find anything like that, like we're going to talk about England a little bit, Jerry, you find anything that's hand carved or definitely handmade, hand etched. It's just really cool, man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. England is amazing. I want to go to Scotland next too. That's on my bucket list. Just because I've never been, I want to go to Scotland.
Yeah. You got to really know someone there too, right? Don't they have a lot of restrictive regulations there and such?
I did a little bit of research. There's a couple outfits that do it, and they only detect, I think, on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Oh,
something like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember reading something. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I want to detect every day I'm there. I don't want to just detect out of the week, you know. But
we could go wrong. Tuesday to Tuesday.
Wrong, but maybe it was just the way they did it. I'm not really sure, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, let us know in the chat. Anybody been to Scotland? Let us know. Dave, you in here? Let us know, buddy. But okay, so
Ken, do you know anybody that's been to Scotland to detect? I can't think of one offhand.
The Scottish detectorist, him and I have touched base a time or two.
Okay.
Hasn't Dave gone to Scotland?
Yeah, maybe. What about Tim? Would Tim might know?
I don't know. Tim, let us know in the chat. He's in the chat.
Yeah.
I would love to go there too. That's where a lot of my genealogy goes back to. You know, I did a lot of genealogy research, and down my dad's line kind of goes back to Scotland. And I've always wanted to. Matter of fact, my last name, I read this thing. It's probably a bunch of joke, but talks about, you know, I'm a honorary member of Clan McGregor. You know, because you know, when they were running from the Campbells, they changed their names to kind of hide from them, and King was one of the names that they chose. So we'll see.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'd love to go back there and visit for sure and detect.
That's the same reason why I want to go there, because I did the same thing with my ancestry, and I'm like, oh, I'm Scottish. I had no idea.
Oh, there you go. Right. That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hey, give us kind of a history of your metal, which machines that you've used. I mean, over 50 years, you've probably seen a big change, you know, from when you first started and what you used back then up until now.
Yeah. So you remember the big old white blue box, the big metal box with the speaker on it?
Sure. Yeah.
Muffler on a stick. Yeah.
Yeah. I started off with that, and, you know, it was tough, but I did okay with it. But I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just going to the park.
Yeah.
And then I ended up upgrading to not a DFX, but it was like next. Oh no, I bought a where was it? It was a place in Worcester. I'm sure. Well, anyways, I ended up going with the Garrett 1000 with the green machine.
Oh
yeah.
It was the first digital detector I ever had, and I was like finding pennies all over the place, and that's all I found was pennies. I was like, I don't want to find pennies. I'm gonna get another detector. So I ended up with the XLT.
Okay.
And that machine was unbelievable at the time. It didn't have great depth, maybe 5, 6, 7 inches, but I found tons of stuff. I was hitting places behind the churches in Easton that used to be, I assume they were like, you know, on Sundays, people would go picnic behind the church and have, you know, barbecues or clam bakes. And this place, a friend of mine, Bill Henderson, Ralph Jacobs, and myself hammered this place for a whole summer. We found over 250 silver coins from like the 1800s. I found jewelry, gorgeous gold-plated old jewelry and stuff, and rings. Just
concentrations of it, right? Yeah.
It was just no matter where you went. It was Indian head pennies. It was fun.
Oh my gosh.
Cha-ching, man. That's amazing.
And we actually got a write-up in Treasure Hunter magazine for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I should have showed you pictures of that. We got a write-up in the front page of the cover. And oh no, it wasn't Bill Henderson. It was Bruce Perper. I'm going to say, how you doing, Bruce? But it was anyways, it was a pretty. That was my first, like, all right, I'm a junkie now. I can't stop. So I almost got divorced because of it at the time. You know, before work, I go to tech for an hour, go to work. Then I go to tech for an hour, a couple hours, and try to squeeze it as much as time as I can before I could come home, before my wife would be yelling at me. It was pretty bad.
That's a great spot though, man. Behind the church like that, I bet it was packed.
Yeah,
that machine was a good machine, and I wish I never sold it. It was still, I think, would still hold up pretty well today. And I went through a bunch of machines. I went through the Fisher. What was it? The good machine, but it was real deep. The Fisher. I don't even remember the name of it. The model number.
One of the F series.
Yeah, from the 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'm not a numbers guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was great. But if you got a nail, you're gonna dig the nail before you dig the coin. So I'd be
right.
Buddy Bruce was at the time he'd have the XLT and I had the whites. I mean the Fisher, and he's finding all the silver and I'm digging all the nails. So I'm like, all right. So that's when I actually switched over. So that was the Fisher was first, and it was the XLT. And then I ended up going to Mine Lab, and I got the Explorer, and then I did some water detecting, which I love water detecting. That's
really?
A lot of, that I haven't done much of it lately, but the freshwater ponds, the stuff is just laying all over the place. It's ridiculous. The gold
where there used to be like swimming areas or things like that.
Go to the old swimming holes, or even the
exactly.
Yeah.
Or even the new ones. Yeah.
So we did that. I did that a lot with Billy Henderson. We would hammer all the ponds around here. We did pretty well. A lot of gold rings, a lot of fun, a lot of early cold freezing mornings. There'd be sometimes that we'd be pushing it in the fall. I remember this one time we were detecting, both of us, and it was so cold. There was a thin layer of ice just starting to form. By the time I got out, because my arms were under the water, I couldn't undo my shirt. My hands were frozen. It was pretty bad. We had I had a jumpsuit on or whatever, water vest, but my arms were not protected, and I couldn't even move my hands. It was
oh my goodness!
I think that was
sacrificing for the hobby.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Sometimes we laughed about it. I can't move my arms, man. I love this hobby.
This is so great.
Hey, Bill Henderson, he's in the chat right now. He says,
Bill.
don't forget the late nights. Do you guys have some late nights doing some detecting?
Yeah, we didn't have time during the day. We'd go out because our wife's, all right, we got time from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. We got the spot we want to hit. And we'd go out at nighttime and just detect in pitch dark, which I highly recommend. If you want to really hone in on the sound of your detector, don't use flashlights. Don't use any lights. Just listen. Listen to the sounds and become one with the machine.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
it really helps me because then you're hearing things in a whole different way. Instead of looking at your machine and looking at the numbers and you're relying on your machine to tell you what it is, don't do that. Use that as a second guessing thing.
Yeah.
They say it's this, but I don't know. I'm going to dig it anyways. You know what I mean? Just dig everything. I mean, that's how I find all my shit. Every little teeny blip, there's something there because the detector went off. It's not showing anything on the machine, but there's something there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find out what the hell it is. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
And that's when I found probably most of my nicest stuff is doing that. And it's like, wow, how come this didn't ring up? I don't get it. You know what I mean? You miss a lot of stuff. And a lot of the good stuff I found is like really small too. So it's easy if they're on edge. But I never rely on what the machine says. I rely on the machine telling me there's something in the ground, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I'll dig it up if I'm in the mood.
Sure. Yeah. I think a lot of people cherry pick, you know what I mean? They'll go through and they'll try to find the sweet targets that are saying the right numbers and sounding the right way. And they're missing a lot of stuff.
Let them, and I'll go to any spot that says it's hunted out and I'll go find shit that they missed because they were cherry picking.
Yeah.
Every time. And I can't, even Josh Nickerson and I, we go out every Sunday. And we've been to spots that we ourselves have been over and over again, and we still find this stuff that we missed. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Nothing's ever hunted out. I mean,
Ken and I were just talking about that with our site. We've been at this site for. I was looking at it. We've been out there for 7 years, and it's been absolutely pounded not only by us but by our friends and everything. And we just were out there a couple of weeks ago and pulled an incredible relic out of there that. Yep. We figured had been hunted out. I mean, we're just
like, how did we miss this, right?
Yeah. Well, what do we say? It's all about the inches and angles. Is that backwards? Do I have it reversed?
Nope.
No.
See it on the line. Yeah.
All about inches and angles, man. Like you could do that. Yeah. Come right behind your buddy and find something. He's like,
you think about how small a target is and how easy it is to miss it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You go right around it and never hear it. You know what I mean? So you never nothing's ever hunted out. I don't care what anybody says.
No.
Agreed.
You're gonna miss stuff. The famous story I always tell is we're in England and some guy, on this one field, they that morning they had found 2 gold staters. Okay. Oh. And the one guy that found the gold stater, we all whooping and hollering and we took lunch. So after lunch, we asked him, hey, are you going back to that spot or do you mind if we all go bottom feed off you over there, And he said, oh, I don't mind. Go for it, man. I hope all of us find one. And so we went over, there was 5 of us. And I'm telling you, Jerry, we canvassed and just that whole area. And he took off somewhere else. He wandered on down the field.
Yeah.
We didn't hit anything.
Nothing.
He wanders back, Jerry. And all of a sudden I was 10 feet from him and he's back in the mix. And he goes, Ken, come over here. Not going to believe it. And he found a quarter stater.
Yeah.
And he goes, look where it was. And the little hole he dug it out of was in somebody's fresh boot print.
Oh, wow.
So 5 of us hammered that whole area, and we missed that half stater or quarter stater, and he came and he found it. The second one. Jeez.
You know, those the 8 tree coins I found recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to bring that up yet or not, but
Absolutely.
Similar story. When I found the first day, I found 6, right? And I said, okay, everybody go in it. Look, I mean, it was George and Denise was with me. All right. And they were cool. They were respectful. They didn't crowd me like flies on shit. Sorry if I said the word shit, but you know, they were respectful when I started finding them, and I found more of them. And then afterwards, like, I can't do this all by myself. Come on in and you know, see what else we can find. And nobody found anything. So we went back again the other day, and everybody went in there again, and I let them go in to the area. And then I waited. Then I went back in, and I found another one right away. I'm like, nice. And they're like, "What did you find?" And Josh is like, "Yeah, Josh was with me that day." He's like, "You kidding me?" I'm like, "Dude, it was right in. It was in a hole that I already dug."
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, I found another one. And he's like, and I go, I can't explain it because there was 4 people in there, excellent detectorists with excellent machines, and nobody heard those except me. So I was just like, I'm
inches
lucky
and angles, man.
I'm just lucky. I'm not trying to say I'm the best detectorist because I'm not. I'm just a lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah. Had you ever found a tree coin before?
Yes.
Before this?
Yep. In mid 2000s, I found a pine tree, shilling. Beautiful coin. I was trying to find the picture of that too. I couldn't because I held it up with the trees in the background. It was a nice picture. But anyways, and I found I think it was a 3 pence with it too. And those are the first 2 I found. And then a couple of years ago with Josh, I found a willow tree. And I got a picture of
really?
There's a picture of the willow tree I sent you guys. It's a single coin. It was a shilling, and it had a love token bend in it. And that coin.
Oh, it's in his hand. It's the one it's in his hand, Tony. Do you see it? It's kind of shiny.
Let me see.
No. Stand by.
It's on a table. It's on a table.
Oh, it's on a table? Okay, so it's not in your hand?
Of it. There's a picture of the front, the back, and then with the.
Okay, I don't have that one, Tony.
There it is. Yeah,
there you go.
So yeah, if you look at it, it's got that love token bend in it. It's either a witch bend or a love token bend. I'm not sure if it's a witch bend. I think it's more like a love token bend. Are you guys familiar with the love token bends on the silver coins?
I've heard of them, but I'm not. Yeah.
I learned about that when I was in England. They would bend. Mm-hmm. They take a nice silver coin and they bend it a certain way, almost like a Z bend. I guess the best good way to describe it. And they would give it to their loved one as a token of their love. And then and the girl would hold it as long as they, still liked them. And then when they broke up, she tossed the coin, I guess. And that's where you find these coins.
That's how you find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this coin had more value because of the love token, but
you're right.
They don't want a bent coin.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I do.
They don't get it. They just don't get it.
But that was a pretty amazing. I thought it was going to be worth so much more than what it was, but still, I guess that's the when I first started detecting what I wanted to find, my mother gave me that red book, the coin book.
Oh yeah.
And I saw the NE coin, and I said, I'm going to find one of those one of these days. That's the coin I'm going for. And I guess the willow coin is as close as you can get. So, but that's my next white whale is the NE. Hopefully I find one of those. That'd be good.
I have never, I haven't been doing this too long, but I have never seen a tree coin spill before.
Yeah, I never have either.
I've never.
Never. There was no other silvers except tree coins. That's it. Bizarre.
You know how rare that is?
Yeah.
You know how rare that is? Like,
you try to figure out what it was. Did the guy just like to collect tree coins? Obviously, that's a lot of money back then. That's the picture of only 6 of them. That was the first day I found a 6 pence and another 3 pence with it, or another 2 pence. But
unbelievable.
But you try to bring yourself back into time and you figure out, okay, well, did he bury him? Was he shot? And actually, I found 2 fired musket balls in the same area. So I'm thinking, oh, geez, maybe he was shot. And they didn't know he had the money on him and he spilt the coins or something. Try to come up with a story or make sense of, or maybe he just ran up the field and hit it. You know, because why isn't it anything else other than tree coins? It's just crazy,
So
right?
is the pine tree shilling, is that only 1652?
I think they're all 1652 or 1653.
Yeah.
Some of them.
I see these 4 are 52.
Yeah.
And I just don't know about the small.
Oh, those
I
are
see
the
16.
same. Yeah, the 3 pence and the 2 pence are the same years.
Yeah.
And there's another picture of them laid out, labeled, all 8 of them.
Yeah, I don't have that one tonight.
I didn't give you that one? Oh.
You may have. I just don't have it here.
Let me see. I downloaded some pictures.
No, I sent it out to PCGS to get graded and authenticated, and it was. I wasn't gonna do that. I didn't really know what to do. I asked a lot of opinions, and because I am gonna sell them, but no serious collector is gonna buy them unless they're slabbed. So I'm like, you know what?
Sure.
This is what it. So I haven't heard back yet. So I haven't got the value of them or anything, and so any day now.
I don't know. I researched it because I didn't know much about them. Just that they were rare as hen's teeth to find.
Yeah.
But so that 6052 date was not actually the mint date, right? A lot of the coins were minted for many years, but they always put that 1652 date on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did that to avoid. Here, let me read this to you for those in the audience maybe that don't know much about them. They were produced in Boston by mint masters John Hull and Robert Sanderson. They were the first silver coins struck in the American colonies. 1652 date, although minted for several decades, almost all the coins are dated 1652 to avoid charges of treason from the British Crown, acting as if they were produced during the English Republic when no king was on the throne.
Right.
Yeah.
Outlaw coins. Yeah.
I mean, just crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. They're in high demand, so there's a lot of counterfeits out there. I've only seen a handful of them found on all the videos I've watched over the years and paying attention to the social media and all that stuff. When I was on a Facebook page and saw this picture of yours come across this Facebook group, I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, that was it.
Everybody said, that's not real. That's bullshit. You're full of crap. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I got them right here. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm still pinching myself. I can't believe it. And it was, and I'll tell you, I mean, I got the first signal that it was a field that was nothing in it. I've been looking at this field forever, and we just decided to go in it. Oh, we'll just go there. All right, whatever. And people have been in it. I walk over, bang, 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 loud as hell. Anybody could have found it. I dug down about 10 inches, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And I rubbed it. And I'm like, hey, I got the dance. And then I took another 2 steps. Boom, boom, same seed, another one. Boom, boom, another one. Boom, boom, another one. I'm like, at that point I was laughing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I go, am I dreaming? Like, what's going on here? You know?
What were you swinging?
I use and I love my Days too.
Oh, there you go.
That machine, that was it. I tell you what, I leave it on program 1, I crank up the sensitivity, and that's it.
That's all you do.
Like it is.
Tony and I go back and forth. We're digging partners, and I do the Deus too, and he uses the Manicore. So we're always giving each other the business. You need to know that about us.
Well, it's funny because my friend Josh uses the Manicore, and we always compare. I'll be honest, the Manicore does go a little bit deeper than the Deus 2. But the Deus 2 is a little bit better at picking out some of those silver things. So it's like, you know what I mean?
They're both fantastic.
They're both
machines.
amazing.
Both great machines. Yeah.
And honestly, working in tandem, in my opinion, Ken and I have been able to really do very well together now. And now kind of not necessarily work against each other, but it just seems like, I mean, there's times, hey, come over here and tell me what you think. And I'm like, I don't hear anything. He's like, I'm going to dig it anyways, you know,
Yeah.
It's always
so
great
it works
to do
out
that.
well.
Yeah.
It always works out well.
But I think the Deus 2 has been my most favorite machine I've ever used. It's so light, it's easy. You turn on, you go, you don't worry about it, and you're done. Wireless, I mean, I love it.
Yeah, the whole wireless thing really for me is the big seller to that too.
Yeah, I'm not really like a tech guy. I don't want to change my programs and different settings for this. Just one setting for everything and dig everything in here. That's it. Nice and simple. Have a good time.
There you go.
I love the simplicity of it.
Yeah, and you've been doing it for 50 years. That just blows my mind. Like when you were younger and kind of getting into it, did you have any friends back then that kind of did it too, that you were able to pull along, or were everyone looking at you kind of weird, like, that's an old man's hobby, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I never really told anybody. Me and my uncle would go. He'd take me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I didn't really talk about it much because some of my friends were like, oh, that's cool. I want to do that, you know. And,
Right.
Yeah.
But I really wasn't into it like I was when I got into when I actually, you know, got married, had kids, and bought my first house. The first house I bought was built in the 1680s. So I'm like, I got to get a good detector for this.
Yeah, you do.
When I tore up the woods, the yards, I found all kinds of things. It was awesome. That's a lot of fun.
So when you went to buy the house, were you lobbying for it because of the date that it was built? Did that play a little bit into it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
yeah.
I love the old houses. Yeah, I love the old houses.
That's funny.
And you know what I ended up doing? I didn't find anything in the front yard old, so I had my buddy come with an excavator, and we took out the first
did you?
topsoil off, and then I started finding Indian head pennies. And
that is dedication, man. Your wife's like, what are you doing?
I'm fixing the front yard, honey, so we have better grass.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be perfect. You wait till we're done with it.
I can see why you almost got divorced.
And it still had the original water well on the front. So
wow.
I got lowered down with the rope tied around my waist and the bucket and handed it to my buddy, and we kept doing that and get the water out. We had the water pumped out. We didn't find a whole bunch. I don't think I went deep enough, but
wow.
But yeah, that was pretty ballsy. I can't believe
you are a treasure hunter. My gosh.
Yeah, you are, man. That's awesome.
That was yeah.
See, I can now, Jerry, I'm going to use you as my muse here for a little bit. Now I have an excuse when my wife starts bitching at me. I'm going to say, well, at least I'm not like my friend Jerry. Yeah,
we know this. We know this guy. He tore out his whole front yard.
That was a good 20 years ago, so I was a lot younger.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, I've got a couple more pictures I want to get to because you've got some incredible things here. This is obviously something that I've never found. I don't know if I'm ever going to find.
Don't say
it's
that.
Pretty cool.
Be positive.
That's true. That's true.
So
tell us about. Wait a minute. What is this? Share. Okay. Stand by here. Sorry, I must have clicked the wrong button. And here we go.
Oh yeah. I can tell you exactly when and where I found that. Who I was with.
What?
It's not gold. It's silver.
Right. That was my first question.
That's a cob.
That's one of my first cobs I found. I found that in Rhode Island near Battleship Cove. You know where the Battleship is I think that's not Rhode Island. That's New Bedford in Battleship Cove in Massachusetts. New Bedford. There was a field along the highway that overlooked the bay, and it was all grass and overgrown grass. And Bruce and Ralph were there, and I met up with them. And I didn't find much, so I was on my way back, and I was just walking. And it was with the XLT I found that. And I was just walking really fast and swinging fast, and I got a signal. And then I backed up and dug it, and that popped out of the ground. I was like, holy crap.
Wow.
And they were mad at me that day. They weren't happy.
You knew what it was immediately?
Well, I wasn't familiar with them because I've never really seen one in my own hand. I never dug one before, but like, oh, this is a cob. Oh my God. Yeah, I was just shocked.
Yeah. Wow.
It's really thick too, real heavy and thick.
It looks thick. I was like, my gosh, that was.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite coins to find. They're so awesome. I got a picture of there's a picture of a Frisbee upside down, and I got all my silver coins in it, and there's a huge cob. Do you got that picture?
Yep.
Check out the size of the cob. You can knock somebody out with it. Now, I found that, remember the time when I was going at nighttime with Billy? It was one of those excursions at night in this field. It was pitch dark. I thought it was a piece of junk. And I just put it in my bag until I took it home the next day. And I almost crapped my pants when I realized what it was. Right there on the top right.
Right up here?
You can see all the cobs there. And
oh my gosh, look at all that.
You can see the cob that you just took a picture of. It's like 2 away in the middle there, and then look at the size of that one.
This one's huge.
It was gigantic. I thought I almost threw it away, but I ended up I better just throw it in my bag because I'm not really sure what it is. because I couldn't see anything when I found it. But if you look, you got
that is amazing.
Cubs
look at this picture, man.
All the
that's New England. That's New England. And you can see the other coins on the left. Those are from England.
Yeah,
these
those
some
are
of
all
them
cut
have
hammered.
And some of them have like they got the hammered coins. And there's a couple of them that have the love
Bullhead,
token.
right?
Bullhead, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a love token here.
Yeah, and below it there's a big one.
Yeah, oh, this one here.
Very bottom was
Oh, very bottom. Look at that huge one.
Yeah. That was
when the only time I was in England, I was on my way back. I was swinging back to the van, just like we're always doing and finding stuff, right? On the way back to the van.
Yeah.
And I'm swinging in the biggest Z pattern you've ever seen. Like I was not overlapping at all. And I'm just running, trying to get back to the van because you're just gripping onto every second you can be in these fields. And all of a sudden I hear bing as I keep running. I'm like, well, what in the heck was that? So I go back and I go over it, and there's nothing else in this field, right? I haven't heard another sound. And I dig it up. It's completely wiped, and just the edges, like you said, one is turned down, one is turned up.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my, what is this thing? Number one, there's no markings on it or anything. And I get all the way back to the States here, and I posted, I'm like, hey, out in England, this, the last month or whatever, I'm like, found this really cool, silver coin. Someone's like, that's a love token. They used to bend them like that. They'd wear them down, and maybe they were getting ready to engrave or mark it in some way. It's completely wiped, but the edges are just enough. I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's only one of those exactly like that in the world.
Right.
There's not another one.
Yeah, and it had meaning. Somebody was in love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's a story behind it. I love
huge story behind it. Yeah.
And you see that gold-plated nickel? That's a nickel that's gold-plated.
Where'd you come up with that?
I found that. I just put it in a case because I didn't want to ruin it. Yeah.
That's interesting. Boy, what a unique find that is.
I found that in the backyard. I got permission in the backyard in like Middleborough, and it was a garden or something like that we were detecting, and I popped that up.
Look at the
I
Morgan
thought it
down
was
there.
real gold coin, but I had a test in it. It turned out it wasn't real gold. It's plated.
Okay.
So it was a counterfeit.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
It was a
Yeah,
counterfeit.
they're trying to pass them off.
Yeah.
How about
Now,
an
did you-
real?
Oh, jeez. Just an 8 real sitting there.
That's all. Yeah, nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Hold 8 real.
What was that like? Because that's, those are bigger than Morgan's, right?
Yeah. It was like
It's pretty close. Yeah.
You've detected a can, right?
Oh.
That's
Never.
basically what it sounds like.
Yeah.
There was one time I was detecting
Sure.
with George in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. There was an old place, it was a golf course, and they were tearing the golf course up and building a development there. But it turns out that it was a battery, and it was one of the first stop-off points in Rhode Island when they get off the ship, hop onto to Portsmouth, and take the ferry across to the mainland. So it was like it must have been back in the early 1600s or mid 1600s. I'm not really sure, but it was one of those areas, one of those commerce areas. Anyways, the place was absolutely loaded. Cannonballs are rolling out of the hills from
my gosh.
the workers. But one of these days I was detecting it there again because we hit it all the time, and reals would be popping up, all kinds of cool shit. I got a signal. And I was kind of tired, and I think I was using what was I using for a machine? It wasn't it was the XLT. Anyways, I got it. I thought it was a can, so I stopped, took my headphones on. I'm just standing there. George walks over. He goes, "What are you doing?" I'm getting kind of hungry. You want lunch? He goes, "What? You got a signal?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just a can." He goes, he ran his detector. Well, can I dig it? I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, dig it."
Oh.
He dug it, and it was a 8 real.
No way.
You wanted this yours. I'm like, nope, I don't deserve it. It's yours. I would have walked.
No way.
15 minutes later, I found a 24-pounder cannonball after that. So I made it my day up. So
there you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, you paid for it with the 8 real.
I let it go. I never not dug a can after that ever.
Not in that area, at least, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Incredible. You've got some cat busts over here too.
Yeah, look at that beauty right there.
That was actually, I didn't find that one. That was actually given to me by Billy.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was not found.
Well, you still got another one over here, though.
And I think it's a counterfeit. I don't even think it's real.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have more that are not. Those are like older pictures.
Yeah.
I have more that I found since then, but
This is just a Sunday afternoon, Tony.
This is Sunday morning till noon.
A few years, yeah.
And those are the ones I didn't sell.
So Jerry, earlier, did you say something when we were talking about the bend in those coins for the love tokens?
Yeah.
Did I hear you say which bend?
Yeah, there's also another. I was reading up on it when I found the willow tree. There's another. Back in the witch trials, everybody was all freaking out about demons and devils and witches. They would take a coin. I think they would just bend it in half. I'm not sure how they bent it, but it would be a witch coin that they keep in their pocket for protection.
Oh, no kidding.
I thought that might because it just sounded cool. The willow coin with the witch.
Yeah.
Bend. Yeah. But then the more I looked at it, I realized it was a love token bend. But
okay. All right.
I'd love to see what the actual witch bends are, but I did read up on that somewhere. And it was a pretty superstitious thing to do back in the day, but people did it. So
the stories from back then, man, are just great. And that's what I love about this hobby, right? Is you discover stuff like that.
Yeah, you're like much
right,
than I ever did in school.
No, yeah, never had anybody who made history interesting to me in school. But I found my first whatever and started looking it up, and I'm like, man, this is a tooth off a 1932 John Deere tractor thresher machine.
Right.
Now, what did they use those for, or whatever?
That'd be a great way to teach your kids. Bring them on the field with a detective. We'll talk about history.
Right.
Yeah, we got a good buddy who's a history teacher, and that's what he does out in Kansas, Garrett, and he's won Teacher of the Year a couple times in some organizations. Just a great guy, and love it that he brings in Civil War era relics and says, "Here's what they were used for, and here's where I found them." And yeah,
he's even reached out. He reached out to me. He said, "Hey, next month in my curriculum, I'm going to be talking about, like Indian Wars in Colorado type of topic." He's like, "I know that you've got a whole bunch of stuff. Can you send me some relics so I can show them off in class and things like that?" So, we never had teachers like that. I mean, my gosh, you would kill for a guy like that for sure.
Yeah, right. That's great. There's another benefit detecting out here too in these fields when you're listening for sounds. I'm looking for arrowheads at the same time, so you're always picking up.
That was my next question.
Yeah. Got lots of
Copper Joe asked Jerry, "Have you ever found any Native American artifacts in Rhode Island?"
Absolutely, I got tons of them. The white quartz arrowheads are easy to see because they're white.
Stand out, yeah.
And a lot of beautiful pieces. Yeah, it's a lot of. I enjoy finding that stuff. It's great. It's a bonus. Another arrowhead.
It's total bonus.
Right.
Man.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll just go out arrowhead hunting. I don't even bring my detector, so I can focus on looking on the ground more.
As soon as I found out these lands that we were hunting, you could find Native American on it. Oh, my eyes are going one way, my ears are going the other way, and it's just this double duty thing that's just like bliss. You know what I mean? Because any odd shaped sort of rock and stuff, it's like, yeah,
could it be a scraper? Could it be something? Just something.
Yeah. You got to flip everything over and look at it because you never know.
Yeah, they started on one side and it chipped off ink, so they just kind of pitched it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always fun too.
Man, that's cool. Man, the things you must have found over the years, that's a long time detecting. And here's what's cool is every story you've kind of mentioned tonight so far has been with Bill or with George or whoever. It's like going out with friends and sharing that with people.
Yeah.
The fun and the stories and the memories you guys must have made since you guys all been detecting together. It just sounds amazing. It sounds like so much fun. You know what I mean?
Camaraderie. We've been doing it for so long with each other. It's it's pretty special when you look back at it. I don't take it for granted anymore. You get older and you start appreciating kind of things.
Yeah.
This time you spend together, I don't take it for granted.
Do you go out by yourself anymore?
Not usually. I like to go out with friends. I got I just got another friend of mine addicted, Linda. She's hardcore, man. She reminds me of me. Like she is all in, and
that's so cool.
Here and now it's snowing. She can't go. It's like so funny.
It's so great when you meet people like that. They're just in it and hard charging.
Yeah, and she's good. She's learning quick. So I'm proud of her. She's doing good.
I mean, I do have to say though, Jerry told me that he brought her into that D2 cult.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yes!
So, I mean, gosh.
Yeah, Jerry. We
always have the haters. So there's another picture too, which might be a good story. The oldest thing I found was a 3,500-year-old axe head, the Bronze Age axe head, and there's a picture of it. It's in a frame. It's in the middle. It's a pal staff. It's called, and I actually found that. I went to one of those.
I got it here.
Yeah. So when I was detecting, I would go out a lot with Roy Davis, and he had a company called Detecting Holidays. Just a blast. The guy was he was so full of knowledge. He used to be a mudlocker. Anyway, so that's a pal stuff. When I found that, he brought us to one of those detecting rallies, which is a hunt basically. Yeah. And we did the rally, and I just went off and did my thing, and I found this, and I thought I literally put it in my junk pocket.
No.
Like, well, I better not throw it back down. I want to be respectful. I'm not gonna leave my junk on the ground. I'll put it in my pocket and throw it in the trash. That's what I thought it was. So I get back at the end of the day, and I was like, "What you got there?" I'm like, "I don't know, a piece of junk." He's looking at me like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I haven't found one of these ever, and I've been detecting for 40 years." It's like, oh my God. So yeah, that was a really lucky find right there. So I ended up donating it to the museum, the Norfolk Museum, and they had it for 6 years, and they were supposed to make me a replica of it or pay me what it was worth. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing with it. So I went back with my slip and I said, "Do you still have my, pal staff?" And I gave them the slip and they handed it back to me. And I just brought it back home and put it in the case. I was going to donate it to a museum. I just haven't found a museum here that it would fit in yet. I haven't really worked on it too hard, but it has all the information about it and where it was found and how old it is.
How great they just gave that back to you. That is so cool.
I put it in my pocket and came home.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, if it survived that long, I mean, it's going to go in your pocket.
I mean, it had dry rot on it. They weren't protecting it. I kind of put some oil on it.
Oh.
You think they'd give you a lot of red tape and like, well, we can't, like, we got to disclaim it and it's got to go to, what I mean? It was
in the basement of the museum for 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
Doing nothing. Yeah. But that was a fun day.
Wow. Well, that's a great find. We've got quite a few people, that search, that follow us, that do the Bronze Age, copper culture, Bronze Age. I mean, they're looking for these kind of things.
I don't think I've seen a chisel. I've seen an axe head. No, that's more flanged. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I've never seen one like that before. It's really small head on it, which is different. But
yeah.
Look at that age. It's Bronze Age, Middle Bronze Age.
Jeez.
Pretty cool, huh?
Good for you, man. Congratulations.
I almost threw it away. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't.
Well, that's the same thing in England, right? You don't throw anything away because us Yankees, we can't understand the history that they have there. And so any small little piece, like, oh yeah, I know what that is. That's from 350 years ago, and blah blah blah. I'm like, thought it was all folded up taco, and I was going to pitch it.
3,000 years right there is like 3,000 years. Oh,
right.
It's hard to comprehend sometimes.
Hey, we had some questions come in, didn't we, Tony? You want to pull some of those out?
Yeah, here's one. We just had Relic Jedi asked, "What's the oldest military button you have found?" Is that something you find in that area?
I'd say the George Washington inaugural buttons, but they're not really military. They were made for the public, right, to support his campaign, I think. To get money selling the button. So let me see. I have some buttons in some of those pictures. I think of when I went down, did the relic hunts in Virginia and South Carolina, North-South hunts down there. Got a lot of Civil War stuff. Your typical eagle buttons and nothing special, but So in the bottom it says where that stuff was found on the frame. The other one.
Hard Times Plantation, Louisiana.
Yeah, so that was a GNRS hunt, and that was Hard Times Plantations. You see the buttons with a piece of a rifle, I think that is.
I think that's a trigger guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then the buttons, and that was from the north-south hunt in Fredericksburg. Some bullets, some buttons. Nothing crazy, but just neat stuff.
Wow.
I never found any belt buckles or anything, like a lot of the guys are
Look at
finding.
that. Bayonet.
Well, that bayonet was, I actually didn't find that. I just ended up acquiring that on a trade, and I think that's from the War of 1812.
Okay.
Great. Beautiful.
Have you been doing a lot of events over the years? Like, did you ever do any of those old CWPPO events up in Ohio or?
I almost went to one of those.
Digging in Virginia.
I did the Virginia ones. I think Josh and I went down once. I forget what it was called. Sam, the woman Sammy.
Sure. Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, we went down and met her and did her hunt. We did the Raiders. They did a hunt on some. What was it? The Civil War or something Raiders trail. We did an area where they were supposed to have camped or something like that. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, events like that are fun, just because of the camaraderie. You're together.
You meet a
with
lot of great people.
A couple hundred people, like-minded. Have had some similar experiences.
I really like to do some gold nugget hunting. That's one thing I haven't done much of. To get a nugget detector to do that, but that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of nuggets, in one of those pictures, I back in the late 90s when I was in England, I was in a pub having a couple pints, and I met these detectorists that were local night hawkers, I guess. I didn't know at the time. And they brought me on a field, and it was the field where the Celtic Queen's hoard was found. The archaeologists found like 5 pots full of gold and silver and everything. Anyways, I didn't know. I had no idea. I just was following them, and we ended up crawling, doing the army crawl across the field.
Oh.
At night and stuff. And I had no idea. I was innocent at the time. And they always said to me, "Listen, if we get caught, just tell them you were in the pub and you don't know what's going on. They'll let you go because you're a dumb American." Like, oh, okay. Thanks. Anyways, so we were detecting the field, and the farmer had cut up pieces of copper and threw them all over the place to deter all the detectorists. So we were digging those up all night long. But I did find this one. I found a silver nugget.
Really?
Probably from the hoard, one of the hoards that might have fell out. And I got a picture of it still. You might have the picture of it with a bunch of stuff. It's like a silver nugget, and it was from the Queen, and it was in Snittenham. I'm not even saying the word right. That was the name of the town.
Is that it?
No, that's a
that's a filigree, gold filigree cufflinks.
Cufflinks, yeah, that was cool.
That's really cool.
But there's another, so I got a silver nugget on that site, which I thought was awesome because it must have had something to do with the treasure because they were mining the silver to make the coins, and then maybe they had to capture that. I don't know.
Was this all the copper they were throwing out there?
Those are all Roman coins. That was from one
just
trip.
a pile of Roman coins, yeah.
I mean, hundreds of them. You go out there and they're just hundreds of them. It was crazy. It's nuts. To the point where you weren't even keeping them anymore. There was so much of them.
That was in Norfolk too?
Yeah, it's all in the same area, up in the Wash, all up in there, up near Christ Church.
Mm-hmm.
That area.
Have you always gone to Norfolk, or have you ever been to any other areas?
I haven't gone anywhere else. I did a little detecting in Kent, around the north. There's all the major towns around that area. I don't even remember the names of half of them, but I've never been down like the Colchester or all the other popular spots, which I'd love to do. You know what I mean? It seems to be more gold coins being found down there, which I find a gold hammered. Oh my God.
Yeah, I imagine. I watched it happen. I watched it happen right next to me, man.
Oh,
I watched it happen.
Yeah.
5th century hammered Roman gold. It was incredible. Missouri Mike out in Missouri. He was sick as a dog, and he was thinking about going home. He was just so sick, so he was just staying in the van and would come out and swing a little bit and go back in the van. He was just so sick. He came out one time and called up Plugmaster Ford, and he's like, "Jeff, is this foil?" Jeff goes, "Oh!" Everyone come running. Oh,
that's
it's
awesome.
exciting.
Good
It
for
was
him.
exciting.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Hey Ken, what did Rob pull? Was that was a stater, right?
It was a stater, a Celtic stater.
Yeah.
When we were there.
I've been with people that have found them, but I've never found them myself.
Yeah, me neither. Seen it. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Is that the saying? Oh boy, never.
That's why I hunt with Ken.
Tony always seems to pick the good side of the field, the good side of the yard, the good side of this and that. I'm standing out in the sun. He's in the shade.
I know.
Hey, do you remember that first find? Somebody said this a while back. Right here. Yeah, dirt digging. There you go, historian. Remember that first find that kind of like you really made you want to upgrade to pursue the hobby by investing in that new detector?
Oh, yeah,
like were you like, oh my God, I found this, now I got to get a better detector to find it?
Yeah, you know, I remember it like it was yesterday, like every find. I had that White's machine. It wasn't the blue box. It wasn't a DFX, but it was like the precursor to that or something. It looked X. I don't know what it was called. I forget the names. Anyways, I went to a place when I was in summer school. The counselor used to take us out to this place where he said the King Philip War was fought. It was a boulder, and it was split in half, and there used to be like a little campfire in front of it. It was in the middle of nowhere. And he said, see all those little holes? Those are bullet holes in the wall. He was probably making the story up. I don't know. So anyways, I figured I'd go detect them there. Oh, that was my first place to think about the whole place to go. So I ended up finding a large cent and 3 chimes. And I had no idea what they were. So it says, United States of America, 1 cent. What the hell is it? Like, I didn't know what it was. And then these chimes, I thought it was cavalry coins or something. I didn't even know.
The C on it.
I'm calling up all this coin dealers. What is this coin I got? I don't know. I got 3 of them. And so after I found those, I was like, all right, I gotta get a better machine. You know?
Those are good finds to make that move, boy.
And shortly after I bought that house, that old house, it was like in the same. That's when I really got serious, you know. So,
man,
1991. That's when it was. 1991.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
When I got serious.
That wasn't too long ago. At least in my head, it wasn't too long ago.
Have you found, Bill Hayes want to know, you found many GW buttons in your career?
I got a couple. Yep. I have a couple. I'll give you some pictures of those. I found a GW button and I had no idea what it was again. And I'm cleaning it up. And it was one of the ones that has just a G and the W on it in the middle.
Sure.
It was kind of plain all around. And it says, long live the president. And I'm
kind
reading
of countersunk, yeah.
I was reading it going, it says, long live the precedent. I go, what's the precedent?
It was the precedent.
And like, no, dude, it's president. I'm like, oh, shit.
GW, man, that's George Washington. Holy cow.
That was my first one. That was neat, too, because that was at a cellar hole in the woods in Mansfield that I got permission from a hunter that saw a cellar hole, and he told me about it. So I kind of followed his directions, and I found it, and it turned out to be Samuel Cottings. I remember his name. He was actually an officer in the Revolutionary War. His family still lives across the street as descendants, and they have his uniform still.
Oh my
God! I was talking to the lady about it.
Wow.
And his coat. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. It's in a chest or whatever. But that place produced everything from the 1700s to the 1800s. It was so much fun digging up stuff in that place. I found the George Washington inaugural button there. We were finding just planchets,
yeah.
blank coins, because in that town next to it was Norton. There was a place where they actually made the large cents. So I think someone at one point maybe lived in that house and brought the planchets home, and so the kids could play with them. You find them all over the field. So
see, that's an amazing thing to hold and have too. Such a piece of history.
It's like a blank coin. It's weird. It's
really
weird.
Yeah. Incredible.
So that was fun doing that. And then I found another George Washington. I found the chicken one.
I was going to ask you if you found the funky chicken one, right?
Yeah, I found the funky chicken one. It was in pretty decent shape. You can make it out, but it's nothing beautiful or anything. But it was in another field that we discovered in the corner that must have been a dwelling, because there was no cellar hole sign, but everything from early colonial site was there. You know, the glass, the pottery, the old coins, the belt buckles, the shoe buckles, all the fun stuff.
Right.
And it was just in that little area, and then actually, we hit that 20 years ago. I just went back this year to the same spot just to go over it again, and the first coin I found was a real. on $1. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you kidding me? How did we miss it? So again,
how did you miss it?
A site is never hunted out. Never hunted out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Inches and angles.
You're you're in a great historic area. Yeah. It sounds like you've had your finger on a lot of it.
I've been lucky. I've been very lucky. That's all.
I wanted to ask you, because you are in such a historic area, when it comes to permissions, what is your approach, either individually or as a group? Like, how do you guys approach that?
Well, back in the day, there wasn't no such thing as you just go and do it. Nobody really cared. But after the 911, everything changed. You know what I mean? But I always get permission for like what we'll do is we'll try to contact the farmers, and we'll go meet the farmers in person and say, hey, do you mind? This is what we're doing. If you find a treasure, we'll split it with you. Joke around or whatever. And most of the time they're okay with it, but the other half of the time, nope. If I let you, I got to let everybody else.
Stay out of my yard. Yeah, stay out of my field.
You don't. You can just let me. You don't have to let everybody else.
You don't.
So what we'll do is we'll get permission, and I'll share the permission, and if somebody wants to, and now, this is what I don't like about the hobby. It's when we first started, we had a club called it was a local club, and it was just a few, 12 guys. It was awesome. We had fun. We did stuff. Nobody was competing with each other. Nobody was trying to be Facebook famous. It was just everyone was just having fun. And, I got another site. Let's go. I'll see it. And everybody went and shared their sites. But as time progressed and more people get into it, I'm not going to say any names, but it seems like the hobby's like, oh, you can't go on my site. That's my site. And everyone's fighting over it. I hate that part of the hobby. It's supposed to be fun. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's going to get rich off it, really, to change their life. Well, maybe, but very rarely that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the way it's gone, it's like, so I'll get permission and I'll share it with some close friends. And I would love to share it with everybody, but dude, but then they're going back to your site and they're pounding the crap out of it without telling you. And it's like, what are you doing? So you really, it's hard to, so you really learn who your friends are. You stick with your close group of guys, and you just keep everything.
And you keep your permissions close to your heart.
Anything, and it's all secretive now. It's got to be that way, because if they're just like flies on shit, they're just pounding.
Yeah. I had a good friend of mine. He did a lot of YouTube videos, and he did them. He just hammers old swimming holes, right? Hilux Yoda is his name. And I remember him saying, man, he had to stop showing up above the horizon. He could only show the water because so many people, even in his own club he was in, would study his videos and know exactly where he was and go out there and hammer it and cause problems and
jump the side. Leave dig holes. Don't be respectful. And it's like then you lose your sight. That's another thing too. I love the hobby. And I'm glad. It's nice to see people get into it. It's like, oh boy, there's not going to be anything left eventually. You know what I mean? But they don't. I'm not saying all of them do, but there's a lot of detectorists that will leave holes all over the place. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I'm out just covering up holes, packing them down, and cursing under my breath. And I love to just explain to these people, if you love the hobby, fill your holes, because you're not going to be able to do this anymore if you keep doing this. It's like they don't get it. But they're just lazy and they don't think about it, or I don't know. But
it doesn't take that much to kick the dirt hole back together. I mean,
that's a must.
It's not. Agreed. I absolutely agree. I won't hunt, and luckily we have a really close group of friends that we all have high respect for the hobby and high respect for the landowners. And just like I say to the landowners when we leave it, we go out and we thank them. We say, listen, we can't do this without you guys. So we truly appreciate you. You want to treat that like as if it was your own. And some people just don't give a rip about it. Right. It's a shame, and to me, honestly, those people, I won't dig with people that do those kind of different things, because it's going to ruin it, man.
Right. It just, you lose your permissions, you lose your spot.
We'll get a new permission or something. We'll go out in the field and we'll be like all excited, the guy would say like, I don't know if it's ever been hit before. And our ears go up and we're like, yeah, let's go. And then we see all these open dig holes. And we're like, oh, this has been hit before. Yeah.
Yeah. You just didn't know it.
Yeah. Right. Maybe you didn't know it there, buddy, but yeah, shoot.
Hey, as we've got like 10 more minutes or so, and there's a couple questions that we really want to ask, just given your resume of the things that you have really found for many, many years, for almost 50 years, we always ask, is there a white whale that you haven't found, something that you should have found by now that you, I mean, to be honest, there can't be that many things on this list, but is there just something that you feel that you should have found by now that you just haven't kicked it yet?
I still feel like I'm gonna find an NE. That was the whole point why I started this whole journey.
Oh, what a great story, though.
I'm not gonna give up on it. I still got the book my mom gave me with that picture in it. 1975 book. It was that one.
Wow,
that was a good year.
Like,
that was
one of those. I'm not
great
giving up.
year.
Yeah. So and I'm in the right area for it. So who knows? You never know.
To be honest, I mean, how can you not? Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that's just
people find them. I've heard you watch the Pawn Stars. Some guy found one.
Sure.
In his gardening or something. He wasn't even. I
mean, like, what is this?
Yeah. About luck, right?
Yeah. I've been searching for 50 years with a stick in my hand. I can't find a darn thing,
Yeah, and I haven't really found many gold coins either. I think I should find more of those too. I should start focusing on the gold coins.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should too.
A nice British crown gold or something like that. That would be awesome.
Okay, fast round. Here we go. Weirdest find.
Oh,
weird find.
Oh, I wish.
Anything pop out in your head? 50
well,
years
yeah. I mean,
detecting?
I have been. Now, I haven't. When I say I detect graveyards, I'm not in around the graves. We're on the side of the graves where they would picnic. Okay. I always was respectful, but I don't even do graveyards anymore. But we were doing that in the club a lot, just kind of walking around the paths and around, the old 1700 stuff and staying off the graves, but in that area because it was a lot of people who go there on Sundays to see their loved ones and they picnic. So you find where they picnic and go there. Anyways, I found a set of teeth once. That was kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that would be freaky.
Silver teeth, like the upper part of the jaw or something.
Really?
Yeah, I put it back in the ground. I didn't even.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little off the path there a little bit. I mean, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I mean, weird stuff. Yeah, I mean, fun stuff would be like those old condom holders. Those old Merry Widows.
Yeah,
never found one. Never found one. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, those are fun to find.
Those are fun. Yeah.
But I can't really think of.
The teeth is pretty crazy.
Like local. What about like yeah, I'm sure you've found just hundreds and hundreds of them, but local like merchant tokens, different tokens.
Tokens that are the size of like large cents. I got those small ones. I got my token books, but I can't even tell you what they are right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I found plenty of tokens, and some of my favorite ones is like the old 1700 copper coins, and they'll be like stamped with JAS or the number of the thing, or those kind of tokens. I like to find
those are cool.
Yeah, so it's actual coin that was used as a token. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or turned into a button, like you find those a lot, like in England and stuff, where some old hammer coin's been turned into a button, something like that. That's always
incredible
cool.
History.
Yeah,
and it's so much. I mean, it's just good to get out, detect. It's like meditation, swinging your coils like your mantra. You just chill and just follow your instinct and hopefully find something. That's usually the way I do it. I don't really think too much anymore. I just go.
Do you log all your finds in a diary, or is this all just from memory? Like, do you write anything down and document?
I have everything in separate little boxes, and I got it stored away in my safe. And I have pictures. I guess I could say I log everything by taking photographs of it and keep it into my computer. But I don't really spend too much time. I'm not that kind of a guy. I'm just kind of, I like to find stuff, and I like to move it on or share it or sell it or just keep going and find it. I just like to find things. Just to keep my hands busy, It just, I don't know.
Oh, and always looking down, right? How many things have you eyeballed because of your keen eye? Just mostly the like Native American, I would say. Right. But like, have you found some cool stuff just eyeballing it on the ground? Pipe.
I just in the airport. I took an awesome trip to Maui. I didn't bring my detective with me. I wish I did. But I was like walking walking in line and I'm looking down and I'm picking up coins on the ground. Oh, here's another Spanish coin. Oh, here's the coin. It's just like a bad habit. You know what I mean? You always you're trained to say stuff. And even when you're driving in your car,
yes,
you're looking in the woods for cellar holes all the time. And you don't even know.
My wife hates riding with me because it's like, one of these as I'm watching. Whoa! Wait a minute, dear. Hey! It's nonstop. My head is on a swivel.
It's just the way your brain works now. It's like
It is. It's hilarious.
Yeah, was that a foundation? We got to go back.
Right? Mental note. Look that up. See if it's on the 1900 map.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had a really good question here. Il Digger said, did Jerry detect Water Shop's pond in Springfield when it was drained? Have you heard about that one?
I heard about it, but I did not make it out there. No.
Okay. I don't know what he's referring to, but
it's funny. I think Billy, who's on here, he's the one that told me about it. We were supposed to go, and we never did.
Oh,
we never.
You probably did.
Like about a 2-hour drive from us, so it was
okay.
When's the last time you've been to England, Jerry?
Wow, too long ago. Probably 2002, something like that. Yeah, a long time. I'm missing it bad. Thank God for all the videos, but the more videos you see, I want to go. I almost booked a trip. I tried to book a trip this spring, but I couldn't get enough people in to get a group together. So, like I was telling Tony, please,
yes,
have an open. Call me. I want to go.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I told him we get a hold of a Georgia buddy. We'll get our group together and figure it all out. But
I'd like to get back out there at least one more time.
Yeah,
we're always getting whispered like, "Hey, Ken, we got an extra spot open.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped.
Yeah,
you interested and stuff like that." So
we'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll let them know. Like, hey, I can't go, but I got a buddy that would go.
That'd be awesome.
I'll get a hold of you.
I want to bring the Deus out there and give that a shot.
I haven't had it. I haven't had it in England yet. Last time I was there, I hunted with the Legend, the Nocta Legend, and before that, it was the Technetics T2, and I haven't had the Deus out there yet. So need to go back just for that reason.
Right. Yeah. What's funny though? I will say this. This is from when Ken and I went. Ken, what year was that? Was it 22 or 23? Do you remember?
I'm getting old, dude. I can't remember that crap.
All right. Anyways, so there was like 12 of us, right? There was one piece of gold that was found in the 8 days that we were there. And I had mentioned it earlier. Florida Rob had found it. He found a Celtic stater. Do you know what metal detector he had when he found that gold coin? It's going to blow your mind.
Tesoro?
No.
Good guess. Yeah, but you're heading down the right path.
Yeah.
A bounty hunter.
Yeah. Another good guess.
He had a Garrett AT Pro.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, good machine, So.
Yep. I mean, it's just crazy. We're all out there with our, $1,500 to $2,000 machines, and he was. For Rob's credit though, he even said to me, he was like, I'm kind of embarrassed. I've only got. I don't do metal detecting a whole bunch, but I've only got an AT Pro, and I'm like, dude, I mean, it's a great machine. I mean, I still have an AT Pro back here.
Yeah.
And he's so, I mean, I don't even remember. I think we were maybe 3/4 of the way through the trip.
Yeah.
And he got it. And I mean, inches and angles and
my
incredible.
theory on that I mean, there's like all the technology out now, all these machines are really good.
Yes.
Some of them may be better for whatever, have more features, but if you don't put your coil over the target, you're not going to find it no matter what you have.
True.
It has more to do with luck than it really does your machine. But most machines now just work great. I mean, you could find one with a bounty hunter probe. Oh, well, maybe not, but I know when I did the GNRS, it was on the bounty hunter team, and it was terrible. I was not finding anything.
Yeah. So like the trip Tony and I went to England, one piece of gold was found. The previous trip that I went, like 2 years earlier, there was 14 of us and 9 pieces of gold were uncovered, all in Colchester. So Tony and I both went to Colchester only, and 9 pieces of gold was pulled out of that trip. It was insane. It was just incredible.
Cool. Now you turn it in. Do you get to keep it, or they take it and then they give it back to you, or how does that work with the customs or something like that?
The Treasure Act and that.
You can't take it home with you. You got
the flow. Yeah. The group we go with, he collects everything basically.
Is it
even the buttons, Chris? Yeah, he collects everything, and then he puts it through. He gets an export license. You know, he looks through it to make sure there's nothing that has to be reported to the fines liaison officer, and then he'll get a export license for it. They document everything in there, what's in your bag, basically, and then he'll get a hold of you and say, "Hey, do you want to come back? You want me to hold it until you come back again, or do you want me to mail it to you?" And then you just got to make your mind up, and pretty soon you get it all back.
The best thing about it, you know, I mean, you know, rather than, you know, there's other ones where you can take it with you, or, you know, they don't deal with all the export and all that kind of stuff. I got to tell you, the best part about submitting it and getting all the proper documentation is the documentation. I mean, I got, I don't know, 4 pages. And it shows the picture of every single fine and tells you exactly what it is, the time that it was. I mean, it's like, I never would have known 95% of what I found. I never would have even known what in the world it was, or the date, time period that it coincided with. But having this documentation, all of a sudden now I can say, hey, this is actually a hammered copper coin, a jeton, and it's from the 1400 or 1300s or whatever it was. I'm like, I had no clue when the hell that. I was like, I can't read a thing off of this, and they're like, oh, that's what this is. And I'm like, had no clue. And you can keep that documentation. I mean, I have the stuff all up in this this case, or some of the stuff up. There's coins are up there, and then I think the relics or opposite, whatever it is. But you know, I have them in cases, but I have that documentation now where I can look back at it and go, this is exactly what this thing is. I would have never known.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point.
I mean, we've got stories from friends that obviously, you know, I just thought it was trash, and it ends up what was the one with the
Kevin Dowd. Kevin Dowd, we're out digging together side by side, and he gets a signal. I come over. We're kind of close enough that we're checking each other's finds out, and I go, what is it? And he goes, oh, it's a, you know, on a hose spigot when you turn on your garden hose, it's the T-handle one, so not the round one, but just the one that looks like a T. He goes, oh, it's an old corroded spigot handle from a hose bib or something, and he throws it in his junk pouch, and it was all corroded, shaped like a T. And he's got everything spread out, and Chris is walking around. He goes, oh, you know what that is? And he goes, piece of junk? And he goes, that is a 1 BC sword quillion, what they call sword killian, which is almost like the handle guard. Like it would have a handle below it, and it had the T was the guard. And he said, you can see the blade. See right there? That's the iron blade. That was the iron blade right there. And you could see it. And we were like, oh my gosh. So 1 BC, he was actually able to date it, because they find a bunch of them, or they have. And you know, we were going to throw it away, you know. So
that's like the PAL stuff I found. I thought it was junk. I had no idea what it was.
Craziness.
Yeah, let's go, man. I want to go back.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about it. I'm getting anxious.
I'm way anxious. Way overdue.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, man, you've been a great guest. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing your journey, your story with us.
Wow.
Love it, man. Loving just your passion, your friendship with your friends, and everybody enjoying that together. Plus the finds, just the whole package, man. I really appreciate you sharing.
A lot of fun, man.
Your story.
I didn't think anybody cared, but hey, it's great, you know.
No.
Well, it was cool. It was good learning about you. You know what I mean? Like we had never met, and you know, seeing those pine tree shillings, we're like, oh my gosh, like what's the story behind that? How did you find that spot? Like, have you ever? That's unheard of, almost, you know. So we wanted to hear that story for sure.
Yeah, we were just in a good area and just got lucky. That's all. Simple as that.
Amazing.
Incredible. Yep. Congratulations on that, man. So cool. Hey, we say our goodbyes off the air. Do you want to hang out with us just a little bit down below?
Sure.
You got time for that?
Yeah, I do. Okay,
cool. We'll put you down there. We'll say our goodbyes. We'll come chat with you in just a second.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Man, I'd love to dig with Jerry sometime.
Holy cow. Just the history and knowledge. I mean, you know, and again, you know, we say with so many of our guests, they're one of us. We're one of them. Like, you know, we can talk about these things and the passion that we have for the history and finding all the, and it doesn't matter if we're in Boston, if we're in Colorado, dude, if we could sit in a bar in Omaha and eat in the middle or whatever, and we would be best friends for life. I mean, it's just like amazing.
That.
God, it's definitely like that. It's incredible. I love it.
Yeah. Just hearing this story, and you know, we didn't even scratch the surface with Jerry.
I know. I've got a whole file still of pictures over here.
I got a list of
Incredible,
questions
incredible
and we were
pictures.
just going through there.
I know. Yeah.
But good guess. We'll definitely try to get him on again. And
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe we'll see him back east sometime. That'd be awesome. But so,
Well,
what do you got going on, bud? What do you? I know I'm heading off to South Dakota tomorrow.
Okay.
And so I hope to. We'll see. I'll talk to Jason, see if him and I can hook up.
Yep.
We've been kind of touching base with each other. We're kind of both flexible right now. We don't know what each's schedule is going to be tomorrow. Definitely not doing any digging. I'm going to be there for work all day, and then leave Friday morning to head back. But that'd be cool to see him again for sure. What about you? What do you got going on?
Yeah, weather's been fantastic, unfortunately, and I haven't been able to get out. But maybe this weekend's pretty full. But man, if we can still keep this weather, we got to get back out. I mean, you and I were joking about it. I mean, we're out in January digging in Colorado still. Well, guess what? We're going to be out in February and we're going to be digging too. So
that's just incredible.
The weather's been holding out for us.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. So, but if you guys want to find out more about what's going on with me, social media, just put in 5280 adventures, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those kind of different things. Come over, visit with me. Chat it up, send me some messages. Love hearing from everybody. Big shout out to James again for reaching out to us.
Thank you, James.
Order of Relics Radio.
Nice. Thank you.
And that's pretty much it, man. So
cool.
You have a safe trip to South Dakota. Tell
Thank you,
Jason I said hi, man. All right.
I will. Yeah, and if you want to find me anywhere, I'm just on Netflix. I'm on Netflix, all over Netflix, man. Almost every show you can find me somewhere in that. I'm just Netflix. That's where I'm at. You can find me anywhere on Netflix. Adventures in Dirt, anywhere on social media. Come check me out. I got some good videos coming out soon, so pay attention to that. But if you go out and you go detecting this weekend, stay safe, stay warm, but go find the good stuff. Make sure you tell us about it. Share it with us. We'd love to see it. Remember, it's all about those inches and angles, but go out there and get the good stuff. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you so much for listening to Relics Radio. We will see you back here next week for another exciting guest. Until then, get out and dig it all.
Grandma's baroque.